Hello everyone, welcome to Interpersonal Competence Chapter 11, and in this chapter we will talk about apostatize, context and intercultural interactions. And firstly, inside this chapter we will learn the nature of social apostatize. The purpose of the extended example is to underscore or point that much of what people do is made up of social apostatices, which are repetitive, predictable, and routine behaviors that form the structure of their interactions with others, and component of social apostatize. Cultural patterns. Firstly, cultural patterns are shared judgments are about what the world is and what it should be, and widely held expectations about how people should behave. Social roles. A social role is a set of expected behaviors associated with people in particular positions. And rules of interaction. Rules of interaction provide a predictable pattern or a structured social apposite and give relationships a sense of coherence. Interaction kinds. Interaction kinds are made up of recurring repetitive topics that people talk about in social conversation. Interaction context. Interaction contexts are the settings or situation within which social processes occur. Family and gender roles in the healthcare context. The role of the individual setting in contrast to the role of the family is an important difference in the factoring of healthcare systems. The responsibilities of family members in the healthcare context differ widely across cultures. Conversational structures, language, and non-verbal communication. A common challenge of open areas because patients and medical care workers do not even speak the same language. Ambitious in the use of language can present additional difficulties in diagnosing and treating illnesses. The educational context, culture influence on the educational context. All participants in the educational context, teachers, students, school administrations, bring their cultures, beliefs, values, norms, and social practice with them. The role of the teacher. Teachers have a unique and powerful influence on students' interactions in the classroom and beyond. Classroom teachers have a potent effect on how well students from different cultures learn. Classroom interaction. Students from collectivistic cultures are generally more expecting of messages about appropriate classroom behaviors and will comply with teachers' requests about classroom management. Intercultural components in the educational context. The string point for developing intercultural competence in the educational context is to understand one's own cultural background. The business context. Cultural influence on the business context. Cultural variations in people relationships, their organizations are important in understanding the intercultural business context. Business, national, and deal making. The core activity of much intercultural communication involves conducting negotiation to make a business deal. And conversational structure, language, and nonverbal communication. The business context has many social apposites expected with rules derived from various aspects of culture. Intercultural themes. The reality of the workforce of how business is conducted globally in today's world means that many individuals now work in intercultural terms. And intercultural competence in the business context, the very nature of competence itself may differ across cultures. That is, cultures often can hold fundamentally different expectations about how competence ought to be displayed. And thank you for watching this chapter, and see you in the next chapter.